Welcome, my friends.
La, la, la. Welcome, friends.
Sometimes it just happens. Mills, it's good to see you. Good to see everybody here. It is another Thursday podcasting evening here at About Beverages. We've got, I swear, in the last two pumpkin beers, like we're not going to, I don't know.
It's okay. They don't torture me like they used to.
I got one more. No,
okay. All right. That's right. Bring it on.
We've got a couple more pumpkin beers. We've got a wine. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are both halves of About Beverages. And together we form Wonder Twins powers. They activate.
That's right.
Form of beverages. That work?
And people can't see. This is Paul McCartney.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Care to capture this moment in a caricature?
It is like that. Well, we were looking at shirts, and I so often I buy a shirt that I wind up not wearing. Sure. Not often, but it does happen. And so I wanted to get one that I thought I might wear, and I'd narrowed it down to two. And one of them was the one my son got, it's like a more vintage one. It's a light blue and it says wings on it. It's like a picture of them.
That's kind of cool.
But I wanted one that like said, the tour date, or it doesn't have like the dates on the back, but it says got back 2025. So I wanted one with that. And so I narrowed it down to those two. And then I was like, I'm going to get that one. And then my son says, oh, so you're going to get big head Paul? I was like, damn you. Now I'm not going to. Okay. So then I'm afraid, and that's a lot of pressure there because there's a long line.
Oh, I know. And a lot of times it's like you're waiting in the line. Then when you get to the front, they're like, all right, which one do you want?
Yeah.
I want E3. Like, you got to know.
Can I try the large? Can I see that? Can I? Yeah. So
you don't want to be that person. Exactly. Baker, good to see you, Bevy Brothers. Good to see you too, Baker. So one of you is the beverage and the other is the bottle. That would work, I guess. Wonder Twin powers activating.
Oh, putting the glass.
Form of bottle, form of drink.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think that works.
They always did the wrong thing once, and then they were able to, form of a puddle, form of a bucket. And then they just, puddle be there and the bucket would be there and they wouldn't be.
Well, now we have made mistakes.
Yeah.
I should have
immediately regret this.
Should have waited for bucket, and then I could have stood inside you and then formed the puddle.
Yeah, form of puddle.
Form of puddle. We've got a couple more pumpkin beers. Let's just break one of those out. I put this in an order, but I don't know if this is right. So I'm actually just going to put it to you to see because I went based on ABV because the second one is technically an imperial, but the first one I think is going to be a lot more flavorful, and the other one's a little more traditional. So with that in mind, I almost was going to do the imperial first, and I thought you'd go like, 10% alcohol. So I wanted to put it to you before I made that. So the one, even though it's barrel aged, sounds more traditional, pumpkin, whatever. The other one involves like spices and donuts and pumpkin, and it's a Scotch ale. So
I almost think we should do the imperial first.
That's kind of where I was leaning,
just based on because we the alcohol we can we can sift through that,
and it's 7% compared to 10%. So the other one's not like super light, but the other one is a Scotch style ale with cider donuts, pumpkin spice, and vanilla.
I think there's gonna be a lot going on. Well,
there should be a lot. There should be. I also like that it was a Scotch ale because remember one of our favorites a long time ago was my the Wee Heavies were always good. Heavy, but no, the one from Ballast Point, which is no longer around, was the Pumpkin Down.
Oh, that was
one of my favorites. Was that Scotch pumpkin Scotch ale, and I think we only got to have that literally one time. So all right, we're gonna make an audible then.
Wait, so when are we having the bugs?
We can have that one if you want.
Okay.
I was just like, we've had. So then, funny enough though, so I picked this one, which is hold on, let me get all this up on the screen. Hold. Wait. It's now this one. Wait. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, the graphics are a little blurry. That's just how their website was. Turns out we had this one 3 years ago.
Oh, see, I was wondering. Okay, so I thought
different label, different look and everything. Because I looked and I was like, no, I haven't seen this one before. And then when I went and literally was getting the graphic, because I've especially over the last 5 or 6 years, I'm really specific with my naming convention stuff. And I literally started Lexington. It's the only other beer we've had from them is this.
Is it like a cream colored label? For some reason, I remember. I do. When you were telling me it was Lexington, I was like, I feel like we've done something from them before.
No, not
and
those.
It's this.
It literally is this. This is the only thing. I don't know if they're also a distillery. Must be this one. Yeah, because we did two things with it at the time. I don't know where this. Oh, there we go. We can see this. They can't. So it's this one.
No, okay.
So we even podcasted on it.
Oh wow. That's right. That's the pumpkin.
The pumpkin pie treat. That one was really good. That was the other one we had at the same time. So same place. All those things. So we.
All of a sudden, I just remembered. I was like,
and I was like, well, switch it. I was like, well, we've had that one too. And I was like, I've already gotten the graphics for this one. So anyway,
all right. Because I just remembered that you had bought that one because we wanted to revisit. But maybe we'll do that next week as we get closer.
Yeah, we could just throw it on there too. Sure. Just kind of
because I do want to try again. I do want to try that.
But anyway, yeah. So I looked and I was like, wow, did we hate it? Then I won't like do it. Like I'll go to the other one. And I looked and we seemed to like it. So we did not seem to be upset about it from the video. I don't know. You were podcasting with someone else. He had a lot less facial hair. I'm not sure who that was. Much younger man, very attractive. Well, I don't know who this guy is. So obviously you've switched partners at some point.
That you were podcasting with someone with much darker hair.
A little less gray.
Yeah, a little less gray.
Yeah, it's scary too because it was like 3 years ago. It's like, oh God. Where has that young man gone?
Yeah. Well, you just
I miss him so.
I said to Pocket when I got home, I said, Andrew still got the full beard going. Still got it going.
I still need to get it. Like all of this is my own natural maintenance with two different, like with a razor and then with a other thing. I feel like I should make it easier on myself and get an actual something, but I worry that it's gonna like not have enough of a guard, and I'm gonna go the first time and it's gonna be like, oh no, I lost everything.
Well, you definitely have to make sure you have something.
I need
get the biggest one.
Yeah, start there.
Start there and then work.
Because that's the thing is like all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's one here. It's like going weirdly that way. And it's like, so I trim that, and then I get out of the shower, I put all my lotion on, and I've trimmed, and then even right before we go on to the podcast, I look again like, oh, there's one out of place, and it's always there. There's always one more out of place.
But isn't that who is it? Is it Cope who has magnificent facial hair?
He does on and off. Right now, he does not have the beard going on, but that was definitely an inspiration at some point.
I thought it was him a few years ago that was saying to just push through, grow it out, and then that stuff kind of takes care of itself. The weird,
maybe
because it'll get so long. But
I don't know how much longer I'd want. Like I kind of like the look of this now. Like I've kind of lived with it. I still debate on like shaving this and just going for like a wide kind of bushy goat. And I don't know if I would like that or not because I've kind of gotten used to this, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm still thinking about it.
It's good.
It's all.
I didn't think you'd have had it this long, but I think it looks good. I like it.
Well, thank you. It actually is coming up on, I think, literally in it'll be 1 year that I've had this because I started it right at the beginning for No Shave November.
Oh, okay.
And it was for that I didn't do it. And so like I did it for that. And then I remember we got to Thanksgiving and I was like, oh, I'll shave it at Thanksgiving because, I'm going to see people. And it had, I don't grow hair very fast, like so it wasn't fully formed. And I was like, I'll push through. And then it's just kept going. The new Bevy as opposed to the new Becky on Roseanne. Yeah, exactly. That is a good comparison. Crocodile, good to see you. Bushy goatee. I'm just saying, like, do we take that off and just go with like kind of the wide, with
the round beard or whatever?
Yeah, the round beard as they call it.
Yes.
What is a pumpkin barrel? Oh my gosh, I know sorry for the blurry graphic. It's what I had, but it turns out we did have this one 3 years ago, so we were kind of revisiting one.
So what happens when you have 10%? They have
as
too many
as we have had. They use barrels to age pumpkins. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, because everyone always says, well, we can't because of the microphone. Usually we can't even see that part anyway, as you can see as I sit here with a microphone. So that's basically what I would cut to.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, I think that kind of looks good, but then it's
and just grow it out like this.
I don't know if I want that. Like, yeah, my wife's always like, you make it braid worthy.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that much. Like, no. Like I don't mind this. It still feels weird. Like when I go, like we went in the ocean or I go in the pool where you could actually like feel it.
Oh yeah.
Which is a weird thing to me. It's also the same thing like when your hair gets really long and you can kind of feel your hair like even more like in the water.
That's one of the things like all of a sudden when I'd work, if it's too warm and I had longer facial hair and all of a sudden I'd just be like sweating through the beard and it was, oh, that's weird. Yeah.
Beard sweat.
Yes.
Wait, have there always been microphones? Yes, we've had this. We used to have, I know, you thought it was just a beard that I just had that there. The evolution was over the light. We hung over a fan.
Yep.
We used a Rock Band microphone when we first started podcasting. We shared a microphone because you couldn't plug two of those into a PC. So you just had to share the one USB outlet. And then eventually we had a mixing board and then we had the microphones with the stands, which I still have.
Oh, yeah.
And those were good, but they would pick up on like if we tapped on the table or did other things. So all those things would kind of happen, or if you moved or what, like there was more of that. So then that was when I got, these are literally like what you would use for music, the musician would use for a stand for either a microphone or whatever else. So we use that. I would like to have like the boom, like arms would be nice too, but like I said, these are totally fine.
Yeah.
So, or we've still talked about, and I've tried to get more information on what would be a reliable like lapel mic.
We've tried a couple,
I think that would be, we tried a couple and they just never sounded as good.
Yeah.
But maybe with this mixing board and some other things might sound better. But that would be the only thing that'd be nice is to not even see this at all and just have something like that clipped on there. Yeah. So more investigation is necessary. I've had a little longer, different looks. Yours is pretty similar length to mine, and I think it's a good length. Well, thank you. I like it too for the most part. and it's not too bad. We're talking about beards. We're talking about beards, Keith. Settle down.
No, I was thinking if we had like the stand underneath the table coming up between our legs and just like this microphone. Just I guess you'd still see it. What is that between your legs?
Bring back Phil Spector from the dead. My beard looks like Phil Spector's hair. $10% ABV on this one. This one was aged with Kentucky sourced. Oh, well, it wasn't aged with, but it was. So it's barrel aged. They use Kentucky sourced pumpkins, spiced with cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. Limited release. This is seasonal. I've had this for about a month. And we did do this a while ago on an official podcast. If you want to go back and look, it was in 2022, I believe. Just don't let it get long in the front gross, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan. Like, I mean, some people make it look good. Like, I know a lot of people that do have that.
And
I don't think that's me, though.
Super firm, and it comes out there, and it's like, how do they do that?
Yeah, exactly. It lifts weights in the morning. There's a weight routine for it. There's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's good. It's just the right amount of pumpkin and spice, and I do get a little bit of like booziness and a little bit of that in the back, extra depth, a little more extra warmth kind of going. There's something in there. A little bit of that. Yeah, a little extra depth, a little bit of more alcohol in there is nice. This is probably one of the ones that I've had the most of the actual pumpkin squash kind of coming through. There's definitely a layer of that. It almost ties into the bitterness somewhat, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, good amount of spices there. Like the vanilla note is nice. Like I said, it's just a good balance of everything. Nothing is over the top, but a good balance. Squash beer, I'm telling you. Squash
You'd be surprised what squash will do to you.
Fermented squash beer.
People were talking earlier this week about it. I remember you used to do it too, the spaghetti squash.
Oh yeah, I do like spaghetti squash. Yeah, you can do it. I've never done it with the sweet way, but you can do it. I guess put like brown sugar on it and go more that kind of style. But yeah, we just use it as just like spaghetti, and it is good. It's easy.
I think it's British, a drink called squash already. Oh, really? Is it a cocktail or is it a beer? Or like, is it a cocktail?
A drink called squash. Look it
up. A drink called squash. I think it's like an orange drink. Interesting. Orange drink.
Orange whip.
Orange whip. Orange whip. Orange whip. 3 orange whips.
3 orange whips.
I watched 2 movies this week.
Okay.
I watched, because they were both available through streaming services. I tried to watch one of the ones that Crocodile had said, but I turned out I didn't know Apple and Apple Plus were 2 different things. So Apple Plus has some more extra stuff on top.
Now I think they took the plus off. It's just Apple TV.
Well, when I went, I went to my Apple TV, and then there was still like, this is available through Apple Plus.
Oh,
the movie. It was like I could rent it for $3 or $4.
Okay.
I did not know that. When you had suggested where to watch it, he wanted me to watch. There's a movie called SLC Punk that I guess.
Oh, I was here for that.
Okay, so you were here for that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I went and looked that up. Like I said, it's on Apple TV Plus, so I did not have that.
Okay.
Lucky, nice.
What's the story, Noam? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Lucky with the day one resub. Keith appreciation sub, no less. Wow. 91 months. That is absolutely ridiculous.
That's a lot of months.
That is ridiculous.
That's over 7.5 years, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
91. Day one. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate it. And a good day for you to be here since Keith is here.
Yes, with Big Head Paul.
Big Head Paul. So I was not able to watch that. Like I said, I went to a wedding last weekend on Saturday, which I can talk about a little bit. But Friday, my wife had already gone up there because some family were in town, so she was going to visit with them. She drove up with her mom. So I basically had Friday night. There were not people around for any gaming things. So I was like, okay, this is my night. I got some pizza. I was like, all right, I'm going to watch some movies. And I chose to watch The Naked Gun.
Oh, okay.
I was disappointed in that.
Oh,
turned it off with 18 minutes left.
Oh, man.
I wound up watching the last 18 minutes later on just because I was like, well, I should say I finished it. Yeah, this is not funny.
Oh, okay.
Did not. Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I found a few things funny here and there, and then it was like, oh, that's Austin Powers did that already. I don't need to see that. I think the funniest thing, which Nick's brought up, was the snowman bit. The snowman stuff was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now.
Yeah, that was funny, like melting in the in the hot tub. That was funny. But yeah, I just don't think Liam Neeson works as that. Like it felt like he felt out of sorts and just Leslie Nielsen was just so much better at that. Like, it made me, as I was watching, I was like, I should just watch the old ones. I'd be laughing my head off right now. That was for me again.
Yeah.
And I mostly said Nick's in chat. I was like, oh, I thought it was great. I can't believe you didn't like it. And I was like, yeah, I know Keith liked it too. The coffee bit. The other thing that was funny was when he's talking, and then all of a sudden everyone else is doing monologues from in his head. And he's like, hey, this is my, like, but like everything else, a lot of stuff I saw in the trailer, like the whole opening scene, like they showed in the trailer.
Oh, yeah, the girl skipping.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
That was all in the trailer. Zoidberg, hello. How are you?
Hello.
So that was kind of in the trailer. And then it was just for me, it just was, and the whole thing at the end of the fight, I don't know. It just, some of the humor, I guess, was just lost on me for some reason. And yeah, it was mostly Liam Neeson. Pamela Anderson was like, you were terrible. Like, you were a terrible actress. Like, I can't stand watching this right now. Like, her little scat thing that she did up on, like, this is so painful.
Maybe it's Arthur syndrome. Rewatch.
I was interested to watch it. I don't think I was like excited. Right. I wasn't like, yes, because I was actually wanting to watch the thing at Crocodile, and I was like, oh, I saw that's on Paramount Plus. Okay, I'll watch that. That should probably be. I don't think my wife's gonna want to watch that. Like I said, that'll be good for a couple laughs.
Almost.
And it was a couple laughs. Like, it was a couple laughs, but I definitely I'd have been very upset if I would have paid for that in the theater. I would have been crying. I'd be like, no, I've wasted so much money. But yeah, like I said, I think it was Liam Neeson, who I like as an actor, but I just there was something about when he was delivering stuff that was supposed to be like those kind of deadpan things. I don't know.
Leslie Nielsen pretty much set the standard for that. So that's tough.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to obviously work up to. And then the other one I watched was Honey Don't.
Oh, why do I? Oh, is that was that Aubrey Plaza?
Aubrey Plaza
and
Charlie
Margaret
Day.
Qualley and
the one that was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I guess she was in The Substance.
Andy McDowell's daughter.
Yes.
But yeah, I think she's in Substance as well. I watched that. Who else is in that? Oh, Chris Evans is in it.
Okay.
I was like, one of the Coen brothers. That's
right.
That was a movie I had been excited to see. Also not good.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was 0 for 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, that's on Peacock. I'm like, cool. I'm like, I'll watch that too, because I don't, like I said, my wife might have wanted to watch it. I was like, I'm gonna watch this. As soon as I click on it, I see Rotten Tomatoes score 48%, critics score 50%. I was like, oh no. I'm like,
wow.
How is this that bad? I'm like, it can't be that bad. I like the best part. Just about the best part of the movie was the credit sequence at the beginning, where they did this really cool sequence where it was like, like old, it kind of looked like stock footage of like if you were going through like an old Western Southern town or whatever, like Southwestern town, maybe New Mexico, Arizona kind of thing. And so it's a little desolate and they're going down the road and like you'd be passing by like an older style looking like movie marquee. And it's like just kind of like going like it's driving like B footage, and all of a sudden it would stop, and then you'd look and be like, "Oh, it says by Joel Coen or whatever." Like, so they had all the people's names on that stuff. They're driving down. The graffiti was produced by and you'd see
that was the best part.
That I thought was the most interesting part.
Okay, wow.
Some of the other stuff was good. And it's again, if this is something you're interested in. It's totally fine. Yeah. I don't go this part from, like I said, that was not what I was expecting. I guess it was maybe so if you want to see Aubrey Plaza and who's that? Andy McDowell's daughter, what's her name?
Margaret Qualley.
You'd like to see them having a fair amount of sex and some nudity.
Oh,
maybe
that's not what you tuned
Honey
in for?
Don't Do. It was not what I expected.
Honey
I had heard Honey Do Me is actually
Honey Do Me.
I was like, okay, I guess that's what I did not realize. That was, there we go. Lucky Kevin make notes of that. It's on Peacock. Evening, Bevy and Keith Blau. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Blau. How are you doing? But yeah, like I said, so that, and it was kind of interesting. It was like, oh, it's gonna be a murder mystery kind of thing. I kept thinking it was gonna be a little more, and then all of a sudden it was just like,
okay.
It was kind of like, a movie where you're just like, oh, it's over. It just ended. And it just kind of ended in like a weird way. And like I said, Charlie Day was okay. Like, it's just, I don't know, just nothing kind of came together. Like, it was, just a lot of like tropes that were just kind of didn't tie together very well. I think it was Joel Coen. So I guess he really should have had Ethan. He should have really had Ethan with him.
Ethan or Coen. I thought it was the other one.
Okay, well,
maybe it was.
Whichever one it was, he needed the other one.
It was he
needed him badly.
Just kind of like us with AboutBeverages. I know I couldn't do it by myself. You could do it. You can carry it. You
can do this alone. I often do.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I was bummed. I did not.
Oh well, especially since you were so excited. Had your pizza.
The second one I was especially excited
alone
for.
time and Okay.
I went out after I'd ordered my pizza and I had my pizza. I went out and got a Blizzard. I was like, I'm just going to completely indulge myself tonight. I got a Blizzard, got my pumpkin pie Blizzard that I always was one of my favorite seasonal things. Went out and got that, came back, and I'm like, all right, now I'm,
Here we go.
wow, this is, okay, cool. I'm going to watch this. This is going to be great. I was like, damn it. Yeah, like,
lucky. Was
was
pizza
the
good?
pizza good? The pizza was good. I hadn't ordered from Domino's in a while. Usually we'd been kind of slumming it with Little Caesars lately, but Domino's finally had a deal where it was like $10 for a large pizza, as many toppings as you wanted. So then I just put together some extravagant pizza.
Click.
It was a lot of double sausage, double pepperoni, mushrooms, black olives, green peppers, like all that kind of stuff. One of them had garlic and chicken and roasted red pepper.
Pickup or delivery?
Pickup. I think I've only had pizza delivered to our house here one time. And it was because I literally didn't have access to a vehicle at all. And I was like, well, I'm going to order. I did that. Like I said, yeah, I usually don't do that. Like I never DoorDash. Like I know a lot of people love DoorDash and love people doing that. It seems like it's always such a crapshoot.
I wouldn't know how to do that. So
I used Uber Eats one time, but I think I actually did the pickup myself because you could order we had a gift card. So you could actually order the food through the app and still say pickup. So I did that so that I didn't have to pay like this crazy like delivery charge. But it was like, it was just wild. But yeah, that was that was my viewing experience for the week. Was unfortunate things.
have you been doing any Only Murders in the Building?
Have not started watching that new season yet.
We watched. I think they're up through episode 8, so we're up through that.
Charles, how's it going? Is there another murder in the building?
Oh,
Charles,
she does?
what are we doing?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I know.
But Charles, what are we doing?
I
love the show. I love the show, but
yeah.
I don't think lupus makes you talk like that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
But
yes, yeah. Our son came in and was watching a little bit of it. I don't know. He was watching some with us yesterday, but then I think it was a week or so ago, and he's like, I definitely find her singing voice more soothing than her talking voice.
Yeah, her singing voice is very nice. I heard her on Amy Poehler's podcast on Good Hang.
She kind of talks like that a little bit.
And it was a little bit more enunciated, but you can still hear it.
It's like she's talking through her nose.
Yeah, that's it.
And
it's
I don't know if that's...
It's like a voice you would make if you had like some sort of puppet or a doll and you couldn't quite open your lips, so you're trying to make it look like your lips aren't moving.
She is trying not to... Well,
like that Jeff Dunham idiot or something like that. Like it's trying to do that maybe. I don't know.
Well, I keep seeing ads for him coming in concert or something popping up.
Ew, I don't think you can do that.
Phone.
That's got to be illegal in most states.
Well, no, it's what?
Coming in concert.
Well, not unless it's Tool. Right?
That's okay. I paid good money for that. Just started The Penguin on HBO. We watched. I need to get back to that. The Penguin seemed really good. I like obviously Colin Farrell, but I also like the woman that's in it too, who was the mother on How I Met Your Mother. I forget what her name. I always forget what her name is.
Oh, Kristen
Milioti.
Milioti.
Yeah, no, that seems excellent. I need to watch the rest of that. I cannot wait for whenever the Batmans or Batman 2, whatever they wind up calling it.
I heard...
trying out Sinners this weekend. Sinners is excellent. If you haven't seen it.
We might watch, I guess The Thing is on Peacock. And I've never seen it. So I might suggest to Pocket that we watch that.
You should watch that. That's one of my favorites.
Because of the horror. I mean, I know we were trying to schedule a family viewing of that at one time.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, just never worked out. But we watched...
Sinners was worth watching. It's more than worth watching. It's excellent.
So we were watching Only Murders in the Building, which has been good. I thought... So you were doing that with... for Selena Gomez, but Renee Zellweger's in it. And her character is also kind of talking like this, and she's got her face like that. Because
that's the Jim Carrey in Me, Myself, and Irene. He's like, and you always look like your lips are pursed up like you're stuck on a lemon, but you play it off. Yeah. He's like his joke about her, which was funny.
So
it's weird that Ted Mosby's wife faked her death to go run her dad's criminal empire. God, I would love it if someone tied those two together, Lucky. That's amazing. Haven't been around much. Took a break from Twitch over the summer, and now I have a 6-week-old daughter. Oh my gosh. How are you guys feeling about the Bears? Well, I'm feeling good.
Pretty good after last week.
Congrats on the daughter, though. That's fantastic, Blau.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Obviously, you're deprived of sleep, I'm sure. I'm guessing. Maybe you got lucky. I don't think people usually get too lucky on that one, but that's amazing, Blau. Congratulations. Sleep is nowhere to be found. Yeah. That was how I got in that way back in the day when my son was born. That's how I got in a lot of games of Madden. You'd be holding your son, he'd be sleeping, and you just kind of get in some Madden football that way because it's not quite as crazy as playing some other things. I mean, we're doing a lot. Well, at any point, as long as you're playing, you could pause it a little bit easier. It's not like it's like a multiplayer thing where it likes you just pause the game. So that was golf would probably be good for that too, Blau. Like I said, I know you play a lot of the golf stuff too. Be much more sleep deprivation accurate. It's funny. I'm willing to try new foods all the time. Never really watch horror, and thought if I can try new food, why do I cut off a genre of movie? That's true. And again, there's so many, like within horror, there's so many different genres within
Different
horror.
types, yeah.
Too. Like there are things that are more toward like a thriller. Like I said, I think Sinners, even though that's a horror, I think it balances some other things. So that's a good one to kind of start with. I think The Thing, like even though there's some pretty gross things in that, that's also just kind of more of a psychological movie as well, even though there is some gross stuff in it. Like,
yeah. I think Pocket watched that.
Sinners?
Yeah.
I talked about that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's good. That's a good one to try. But yeah, I agree. Like there are probably certain genres of movie that I don't usually watch, and it's always good to kind of break out of your comfort zone. But yeah, I see improvement in the Bears each week, and it's always like if you can be improving as an offense, as a team with a new head coach, second-year quarterback that's now on a new system, new defensive coordinator, like all that. If you can be doing that and be 2-2 or now 3-2, if you can be winning games, that's a huge positive for me. Like I said, we'll see. We got to play the Saints this week, so hopefully we don't roll over on them or something like that. And then, like I said, we have a couple other games that initially look scary in the schedule, but now it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Bengals, so that those definitely seem more winnable than they were. And then I think we have the Vikings again after that, so we'll see. There's a great clip of Lep streaming playing Destiny PvP with his son Luke in the chair next to him, not paying attention, and Luke dips off the chair and Lep doesn't notice and just keeps gaming. That is one of the best ones. Yeah, his son is like 3 or 4 and he's sitting next to him and he's playing and he's streaming at the time. All of a sudden you just see his kid just like tip over, and also he's going, also he's like, oh, like, like I don't think he like fell that, like there was nothing like bad about it, but it was one of those, it's a classic clip. Because he's definitely like young dad, probably like in his mid-20s or whatever. He's doing whatever, and his kid's just kind of like, and all of a sudden he like kind of looks, and all of a sudden you just see the kid just flop over out of frame. Yeah, that is definitely a good one. Well, this was like I said, this was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was good that you accidentally bought the same one again.
Yeah,
at least it wasn't one of those where we were like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I gotta not do that one again. Let's try and remember not to do that one again.
Lexington.
All right.
Kentucky.
Beverage number 2, pumpkin spice donuts, Scotch style ale with cider donuts, pumpkin spice, and vanilla.
Oh, I like that purple. And it's almost, well, I guess there's a dog maybe in that shadow there, but it's
Great Pumpkin.
It reminds me of, Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, I would say so.
The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. We started, actually, and we finished. It's on, actually, somebody mentioned John Candy before. There's a thing on John
I want to watch
Candy.
that documentary.
I want to watch that. And then
should have watched that.
I've heard that's good. And then we watched. It's called the Better Sister. It's on Amazon Prime. It's Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks, and it's like 9 or 10 episodes. And it's
a mini series.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was interesting, and it kept us thinking and trying to figure out what's going on, and but it was good. I enjoyed it. It was different than something I would normally watch, but it was good.
Are you cleansed?
Yeah.
Speaking of candy, had the urge to watch Spaceballs the other day. Still funny. Oh, Spaceballs is still good. I have watched that within the last couple years, and that was good. Barf! Not in here, mister. No, that's my name. I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. Barf! Not in here, mister. They've gone to Plaid. They've overshot. Stop! My brain is going to my feet. Martin Short. Rick Moranis is just holding on, and then he just goes forward and sits his head. Yeah, how's it going? We're gonna be okay, sir. How are you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. How you doing? Like after you hit his head.
God, I haven't seen that whole movie in a long time. There's still things I remember, like Combing the Desert and Pizza the Hut, and
the beginning of that too, with the ship that just keeps going.
Oh yeah,
like that's this classic. Oh, Rick Moranis' Return is good. I'll go see that too. Josh Gad said he wrote Spaceballs 2 after his 9-year-old asked about when did the sequel come out, and he was like, well, I saw that interview, Mills. Yeah, I saw that. That was really cool. That'll definitely be interesting. Hopefully they'll do some sort of tribute to John Candy in there, I would think. I would think that was the only. But then again, that was also in the trailer. That was the only thing that was funny. Was the guy was looking at O.J. Simpson's picture as his dad, and he's like,
Oh yeah, they're all looking at their.
But again, trailer.
Oh, that's true.
Like some of my favorite things. I was like, those were in the trailer.
Coffee.
Yeah. His dad was an owl at the end that he's holding on to. He like poops on his. I was like, okay. Like, I don't know. Like those jokes now are kind of like just lost on me. The owl like pooping on stuff. I'm like, all right. That looks like cottage cheese. There's too many recipes for that. So Scotch style ale with cider donuts, pumpkin spice, and vanilla. This is from Little House Brewing Company, not affiliated with Michael Landon, I believe, in any way whatsoever.
I was going to say Little House on the Little House on the brewery.
They have other beers called Semi-Revolutionary. They have a wet hop IPA. They have double donuts and imperial Scotch ale with cider donuts, cinnamon, vanilla.
That sounds like this one.
This one's pumpkin, though.
Pumpkin spice donuts.
They better title it The Search for More Money. I hope so. They'd make people upset if they don't. Hopefully better than History of the World Part 2. I never watched that. I can't believe they finally did that one. History of the World Part 1 is funny. And then they just like never made that. Well, then they finally did. But yeah, I never watched that one. Sounds like it was a good idea. I'm getting the vanilla.
I get a little bit of the Scotch part, and I get some.
I do get like the cider type spices. Like if you're having an apple cider and there's like the cinnamon in there, like those kind of things.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think this one was made with pumpkin. I just thought it was so interesting sounding and was still doing the spice. I was like, and again,
it's pumpkin spice donut. Oh, you mean actual pumpkin?
Yeah, actual pumpkin being in there. But yeah, pumpkin spice donuts. And then I was like, well, the Scotch style ale, like I always kind of, that's like one of those low key styles I like. Like you mentioned, the wee heavy, like those I kind of don't find too many of. Although it came up, someone came in the other day and we were talking about the one that does the all day IPA and all that.
Founders.
Yeah, because they have that they have like that Backwoods Bastard.
Oh, right.
Which is, I think, like said, that kind of thing. So.
Are we okay with Founders again? There for a while we weren't.
I haven't had anything from them in a long time.
Yeah, no, I haven't had anything from them either.
Yeah, I think that was another one. I think another company that had to apologize for something. Yeah. Because people were dumping out their beers and stuff. Just don't do things you have to apologize for. Just be a good human being. It's really not that hard. Right. It's really not that tough.
Or if you are going to, just be it in private.
Just be it in private.
Among those
don't
of
let
your
me
own.
know about it.
Don't
make it easy. Don't make it easy and accessible.
But better than that, just be a good person.
Yeah, just be nice. Love a good Founders beer. Yeah, like I said, it was always the all day IPA, the KBS. Yeah, the like I said, the Backwoods.
Oh yeah, that Kentucky breakfast, the oatmeal stout. That was always good.
Mm-hmm. They use the barrel aged ones of that. It's Andrew and Keith. Kai, how's it going?
It's both of us. We're here.
Two doors in one. Formerly Size House of Disco Supplies. Size
get it.
Wave supplies.
Get it.
Yeah. It's the Size House of Disco Supplies. Yeah. So good. It's my two favorite internet uncles. Aw. I'm not sure how big that net normally is, but even if it's 2 out of 3, like I'm fine with that.
That's right.
That's awesome. I appreciate
It's one of my 2 favorites.
Yeah. Out of the 3 uncles I know on the internet. You both are the only 2. Damn it. Oh, well. At least we're still your favorites. I thought that was going to be more flavorful.
Yeah, I actually think it would be better if they did put some pumpkin in it. To give it a little more body, a little more
it's a little thin,
rounded.
It's a little tangy tart. I think with the cider part, when they were talking about it, even though it was a Scotch ale, I thought, ooh, maybe this will almost be like a sour brown. Or like something. I thought maybe it might have some of those kind of notes in there. And there's a little bit of a tang. Kind of in the middle of my, like not the spaceship astronaut stuff, not that kind of tang. There's a little bit of a tanginess,
the breakfast
sourness kind of in the middle of my tongue, but it's overall it's kind of it's more bland than all of these things that you are talking about right here.
Yeah, because I would think that this should have a lot of flavor, not pumpkin obviously because there's no pumpkin in it,
right?
But the spices and all the other stuff,
cider donuts
could make could be vanilla. A good combination. But there's just a little
Sour brown sounds like an innuendo or something. No, they're actually that's actually is a beer style. It's like a sour brown, which is a favorite of ours. It's usually kind of more toward vinegary kind of, but so I didn't think it would go that far, but I thought there would be maybe even an apple kind of component in there too or something. I don't know.
I forgot to tell you we went to
Sour Brown was my stripper name in college. Damn right, garbage.
We went to Yard House when we were in Vegas.
Oh, how was that?
And it was good. I mean,
did you get a yard of Duchess?
I did not, but I did get a Duchess.
Did you?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I
If you
did
find
get
that on draft, that's hard not to get that one.
And it's funny, when it first came to me, it was in a glass like this, and it was dark, and there was a head like this thick, and I was like, that looks like a stout. They gave me the wrong beer. I was like, those bastards. And then I was like, I'm gonna have to send this back. And I smelled it. I'm like, oh no, that's the Duchess. It just looked so not like.
I wonder if
what
it was
I
the
was
end of the keg.
expecting. I don't know, but it was
even
still
when you
good.
because I have one of those, and even when you pour one of those, vigorously down there, you don't get much more. Than
I was
a little
surprised to
bit.
see that, and because I thought that's not what this should look like, but it was good. So I enjoyed that.
Planty, hello! It is good to see you, Planty. Planty's
Hi,
getting
Planty.
married this weekend.
I think did we talk about that?
I don't know
last
if we
week?
did or not,
maybe
yeah.
maybe Baker mentioned that to me. I don't know. Somewhere it was all the rage. It was.
Oh my God! Hi, Bob. John Candy, Uncle Buck, and Only Lonely. So, would agree. Both of those movies are very good. I do like Uncle Buck, and Only Lonely. Is
I
good
haven't
too.
seen. Is that the one with Ali Sheedy?
Only Lonely. Yes.
Okay, I haven't seen
Where
that.
she's a coroner. He's a coroner.
Oh.
One of them is like a coroner. Correct?
Well, I heard
I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, Uncle Buck is also really good too. That one's just kind of fun.
Supposedly, his kids say that's the role that's most like him in real life.
Which one?
Uncle Buck.
Oh, okay.
And then my buddy at work
That makes
was
sense.
saying that John Candy had wanted to go more toward serious roles. He was hoping to, like Robin Williams went.
That's
more
probably
toward
like
that,
Only the
that he
Lonely
was-
then, because that
yeah.
one's a little more like
Yep.
serious romantic comedy kind of thing. Also, just realized that because my hair is kind of purple pink, I unintentionally did this for breast cancer awareness. My grandma had it, and my favorite high school teacher had it as well. Well, that's a neat little tie-in
All
in there
right.
too. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You did it subconsciously, and I love it. That's fantastic. Yeah, I saw like a lot of the football, like the interviews and stuff like that. They were starting to wear like their breast cancer awareness month kind of shirt stuff. So I always notice those things, which is cool. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. But yeah, like I said, yeah, Uncle Buck was. I think I saw that in the theater. Then I definitely have watched that a few more times. So it's like,
Have you ever heard of a ritual killing?
yeah, yeah, because this guy is
Is
like,
your name by any chance wouldn't be Nat or something like that? He's like, that's a bug.
Bug?
Yeah,
Nat?
Nat.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while, but I always like that.
Have you heard the story with Splash where he like it was one take for him hitting the racquetball or the whatever the handball like thing into his head?
Oh no, was he supposed to do it?
Yeah, like there was this whole thing where he like God, what was it? Like I've seen a couple like interviews, and it's probably because of this documentary, but they talked about that he went out with like a couple of the other like cast members or like whatever, and they were out drinking like super late. Like obviously that seems like something John Candy likes to do. So he came in like late to the like to get in there, and Ron Howard was like, "Oh no, like what you know, okay, well you know," and he walks over and hears them talking about it, and they were going to do like this thing and then cut away to this shot, and they were going to do all these things. He's like, nah, I just hit it off my head. He's like, I'll just do it. And they're like, that's going to take way too long. We don't have time to have you mess. He's like, I'll do it first or second try. And they're like, you've been out all night, like doing whatever. And yeah, literally they said it was first try. He hits it, and then like, yeah, so that's actually him doing that
Wow.
like on the first take. And they said everyone almost just passed out, like laughing because he did it because he just hit the ground and just laid there. And then they're like, cut. So have this friend who I've talked to recently. He tried cheering me up the other day by saying, it could be worse. You could be stuck in a hole in the ground full of water. I know what he means.
I know he means
Wow.
well. Yeah.
Wow. At least you're not stuck behind Robert Loggia at the airport. Here's a quarter. Why don't you find a rat to gnaw that thing off your face? That's right. Yeah. Buck to the elementary school principal. I don't want to meet a child who's not a silly heart or a dreamer. Or like, yeah, he gives that
Yeah.
really good speech about that. Here's a quarter of a rat and all that thing off your face. Rest in peace, John.
Yes.
It's been a long time though. How long did he pass away?
Mid-90s, I think.
was gonna say,
94,
right?
I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'll definitely want to watch that.
Yeah. That's by Ryan Reynolds. Didn't he get that together? I've seen him.
I think that's
I've seen
what
him
I
doing
heard.
like
Yeah.
press for
Yeah.
it because he's
Yeah.
talked about. I guess Bill Murray was really hard to finally talk to on camera. That was like one he had to call many times, and I guess Dan Aykroyd was the other one that he had to work a little bit too. And then because he said when he finally got a hold of Dan Aykroyd's like, "All right, kid, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna drive up to the house. We're gonna have dinner. Next morning, we're gonna do the interview. Then you can get the fuck out." It's like, and his impersonation of Dan Aykroyd's pretty good.
You gonna drink some of my Crystal Skull vodka?
Yeah, I'm gonna force you to drink this stuff. I'm gonna make you listen to some ghost stories about the tales of the other world. I'm gonna show you my wife. And then you can talk about her bosom buddies, and then we're get out of here. did a documentary about John Candy because he Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. One of his, yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, and obviously they're both Canadian and all that kind of stuff ties in as well too. So it is. Yeah, I know he was executive producer behind that, and like someone I can't remember, but yeah, he was the one that actually did a couple of those interviews that were more on the difficult side to get, and obviously he has the power to do those things. Sounds like Dan Aykroyd from Black Sheep when he's So it sounds a little when he does the impersonation. It sounds a little bit like that. It also sounds like Dan Aykroyd from Grosse Point Blank. Like 'cause even him, like as the killer, he's like, "Hey, what are you doing over here?" Like he's got a little bit of that kind of thing to it. But yeah,
that's I know you and I both like that, but that's an underrated.
Oh, Grosse Point Blank is hugely
movie,
underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. If people in chat have not seen that and you like John Cusack and you like kind of, and who else is, I liked her for quite a while too. She was really good.
Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver was in that
Lonely
too.
Minnie Driver out on the road. Okay. That's a good, and John Cusack, Cubs fan.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's true. That is very true. Painful week for the Cubs, but
yes. But
as I was at a wedding trying to find out what was going on, I kept looking.
Joe
I'd
was
feel my
going to
phone
give
vibrate,
you,
and I'd like look, and like, damn. Yeah. And I keep looking. The cell service reception was there too. I was glad that he did put as much in there and that you guys were commenting, because when we finally went to the reception part of it, if we went in the building, literally, even though I had bars, like the signal must have been terrible, or their internet. I don't even know what it was. Like I could, unless I walked literally, which I did several times, walk out of the venue, I could not get any reception besides the text. So I appreciated that greatly as I was like, because every once in a while Rachel would be like, "What's the score now?" I'm like, I don't know.
Because our internet went out, so then I went to just listening to Pat and Ron, and then the internet came back on, and I was like, kind of want to just still listen to Pat and Ron, but I need to lean into this. And then I was able to pause, and I got them synced up. So I had Pat and Ron and the game on. So
that's cool.
All right, I'm gonna stay with this.
Unfortunately,
it's not the Kuma. It didn't. Yeah, it's not the Ron Kuma. It did not go well.
No,
but I worked with a Packers and Brewers fan, and I said, if you're gonna beat the Cubs, can you at least give the Dodgers a series, please?
Are they already down 0-2?
Yeah,
good.
The Brewers can't root for the Dodgers.
Whoever is going to lose, whoever is going to lose to the Mariners, I hope, or the Blue Jays.
Yeah, no, I hope either one.
Although that's 2-1 now. I know Planty's a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah, no, the Blue Jays kicked the Mariners' butt yesterday.
They need to have a little life in them after the. Are these 7-game series now?
7-game, yeah.
So it goes 3-5-7. Is that how it is now?
Yes. 3-5-7.
If you're not the lowest of the wild, like, is there a lower wild card where it's just a play-in game anymore?
No,
do they do that?
They don't do that anymore.
Okay,
that's 3 now. 3-5 and then 7.
There wasn't really any hope for anyone other than the Dodgers. I don't think the Dodgers are honestly that great.
So the game's going on right now.
Like they barely, like literally, they took him 16 innings to beat the Phillies, and it was because a guy had a terrible mental error.
Well, 11, but yes, still. 1-1
went on longer than that.
No, it just went into the 11th inning.
What?
11th or maybe the 12th, but yeah, it didn't go on to 6. That was the Tigers and the Mariners game 5. That went into the 15th.
Oh, did that go into
the
late?
15?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I also heard it called the icy
the Senior Bowl.
I also heard it called the icy hot bowl or something like that. The icy hot.
God, can we have Flacco win like an actual game for a change? Can we please have them lose? Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, they're just like, so that is, the Steelers are definitely now, even though if the Steelers win tonight, I guess it'll be like the first time in 10 or 15 years that at this point in the season, one of the teams in that division has been up by 3.5 games. It'll be the like biggest, because usually there's so much parity in that one.
Oh, yeah.
That was the stat that I saw. Yeah. This is a joke, by the way. It's crazy how there's so much discourse about trans athletes, especially when there's an NFL team full of trans men. You know, the Green Bay Packers. Oh my gosh. I'll take it.
It's okay. It's okay. But it's not.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
This is another, like, probably, I don't know what they charge for it at their brewery, but it was probably like a, $5 or $6 thing or whatever. Yeah. And it is not. I think we've finally petered out on those.
We still have the one next week?
We can. Yeah, okay. We can try that. Yeah, we can.
Unless you're like holding it to like bring over for Thanksgiving, which is fine.
I bought a 4-pack, so I've got plenty.
Oh, okay.
So we can definitely have
Well,
one.
Then, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind revisiting. Ending on a high note, hopefully.
Okay.
Ending on a pumpkin pie note.
On pumpkin pie note.
A pie note.
A pie note to the face. But what we're going to end on Tonight
Oh yeah.
is not a beer.
Not
It's
a
not
beer.
a cocktail.
Not a cocktail. Oh gosh.
You
Is there
have-
anything else besides those two things? Oh yeah.
Well, I
there
mean,
is.
different spirits and things.
That's true.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Is there anything they make with grapes? Have they ever thought about taking grapes and like somehow fermenting and making like some sort of alcohol out of it?
Oh, fermenting the
ever thought
grapes.
about that?
Yes, they should. Oh wait,
Oh, wait.
they have.
We have one of those. Keith, tell me about this wine that you're bringing to the table.
Well, I don't know a lot about it, other than
Great. That it makes for a wonderful podcast.
It's
Perfect.
a Zinfandel,
Okay.
which we love Zinfandels.
I only drink Paso Robles Zinfandels, though, so hopefully this is from there.
It is possible.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't. I mean, you don't often hear Zinfandel with Thanksgiving, but we have
Why
done
not?
Zinfandels at Thanksgiving, and we like that.
Too heavy?
Too heavy sometimes. This one
delicious?
is higher in alcohol. This one's like 15.
I see that.
6.
15.6%. 24,000 cases produced.
24,000. Yeah.
Is this exclusive to Trader Joe's?
It is not.
Okay, I didn't think it
No.
was. So you, like I said, again, you bought this at Trader Joe's, I'm assuming.
I did. I'd never heard of this particular winery, but one of my coworkers, she had known about that, and then a customer the other day was like, "How long have you guys had this?" And so she knew about that, and I've been hearing that this winery has a pretty good reputation, and with that, and with we're beginning our endeavor into.
And if they want to
there we
drink
go.
Merlot, we're
There we
drinking
go.
Merlot.
No, if anybody orders Merlot, I'm leaving. I am not drinking any fucking Merlot.
Okay, relax, Miles. Jesus, no Merlot.
Accurate.
No Merlot tonight.
No Merlot. No Merlot tonight.
But we're looking at we're beginning our suggestions, our options, our possibilities to what you might have in Thanksgiving. I know it's over a month away.
No. No, it's good. A lot of
But
holidays coming
there's
up.
a lot of there's a lot of beverages here that we have to harness.
Well,
So-
and sometimes we wind up like kind of starting this usually a little bit later, like when
Do you
how
have
these
any
podcasts
hobbies?
come out.
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
Thank you, Kai. I appreciate that. Yastrzemski, are you here? They just played your favorites out. But yeah, like I said, usually we've kind of started some of these a little bit later. Not that
Yeah.
we don't have wine throughout the year, but we try
No.
and focus on that a little bit more as we get toward Thanksgiving. So we're starting a little bit earlier, which I like. And so probably over the next few weeks, we'll try and always include a wine or something like that as we lead up. Why is Zinfandel, like in general, like I said, not necessarily for us, but why in general is that not considered? Is it too
I'm not
heavy
sure.
compared to?
I'm guessing heavy. I'm guessing maybe they tend to be a little more on the boozy side, and you're drinking a lot. Could be the reason, but I honestly don't know because we've had them pair very well with things that we've had but typically you're thinking of a Pinot.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Pinot, a lighter red. You're thinking
That's
of
true.
Chardonnay, maybe a Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc, something, or even
Because
in
all the
some cases
fatty,
something
heavier
bubble.
foods, I guess you don't want another
Yeah.
heavier thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Drink what you like with whatever you like,
hey,
right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And we're gonna hopefully like this and drink it with each other, which we like each other.
We do. Yes. Why? What have you heard?
Thanks, Dad.
As our dad would say. Why? What have you heard? All right. We're going to take a quick break, grab some more glasses, grab the wine, and we will be. Whoops. Wait. Wrong one.
Oh,
Wait. Got to find.
oh,
Wait. Oh, there it is. All
there it is.
Be right back. And we are back. Gran, it's good to see you. You could say he's a fun guy. Kai, I didn't forgot to read that earlier. Sorry about that. That is true.
Guy.
You say that he is a fun guy. That's accurate. Gran's good to see you. I love Zinfandel. It's hard typing on the iPad. I agree. iPad typing is not the easiest. I have bought like a couple different keyboards, and I think maybe I've only bought one. Second one I bought was for Baker, her keyboard.
Oh,
Like I said, that one I think has still been doing good. But
that one was good. It's when I got I got a bigger iPad. I got the 12.9.
Mascarande.
And when I got the same.
Wait, is that the Pro, or did you just get a bigger?
No,
iPad
I just
Air?
got the Air, the bigger Air.
Okay.
And when I got that, I ordered the same keypad, the same cover that I'd used before, which is the one Baker has. But then it had this weird like plastic shell to put a pen in. And I didn't need that, and I didn't like it, and it was clunky. So I ordered something different, which I really like, but it definitely, it's bigger anyway, so it's heavier. And then that makes it heavier. But overall, I like it because it's magnetic. It'll separate
that's
from
nice.
that, so I can have it separate. But then it's very functional. So
I'm here for your women. How much for your women? That's what I always think of. That's from Blues Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here for your women.
Here for
Was
your
giving
women.
Cosmo a bath. Aw, Planty. Is that a bath because...
Lucky Cosmo?
Is Cosmo going to be the ring bearer at the ceremony on Saturday? How does that work? Is that what's
I don't
going
know
on?
who Cosmo is. Cosmo
Cosmo
must be
is
four-legged friend?
Planty's four-legged friend.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Cosmo Kramer? Kramer, stop! You're killing him.
Well, what's funny too is Lucky, his previous Labrador he had a black lab or chocolate lab. I can't remember which, but it was a Cosmo as well. So ring bearer has to be nice and clean. There you go.
Okay.
I want someone to get black lab. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was a chocolate or a black lab, but yeah, Cosmo was super, super sweet.
That sounded good.
That did sound good. I want someone to give me a bath. Well, if you ask nicely, Planty may provide. It depends on how much champagne flows at the wedding. You might be able to make it there and get that. So as we talked about before the break, this is the Opolo.
I don't actually know if it's Opolo.
Opolo. Opolo.
Yeah.
Summit Creek, Zinfandel, Paso Robles. Yeah. Hello, Opolo. 2023. This is 100% Zinfandel.
100% Zinfandel from many areas. This particular winery has vineyards that are near the ocean, some that are more inland, and so they take grapes from these different areas, blend them together to. I think it said they want this to be a more approachable. Is that what it says? Dedicated to be approachable style of some of their. Some of the other wines, the grape styles that they do. This can
be found at Trader Joe's, but is not exclusive to Trader Joe's.
Correct.
So you can find this possibly at other wine merchants
Yep.
in your area, maybe Total Wine or like I said, something else as well.
This I was able to find a PDF that gives you full details on this particular and how it's aged in oak for a little bit, and then they do the blending, and then they age it in oak, American and French oak, for another 8 months. They don't overdo it because they're trying to keep it a more easily drinkable style. So hopefully it won't be too easily drinkable, because I do like a little complexity.
I do. Like some of my favorite Zinfandels. Yeah, I usually have a little bit of
but
extra
hopefully
in there.
at least at a Trader Joe. Oh, wow.
Floggin, thank you for the raid. What were you doing? What were you up to? There's a link right there in chat if you want to read a very, very descriptive PDF on that Zinfandel in particular. If you guys are not following Floggin, you should definitely do so. Let me take care of this right now. Get a heart at the top of the screen because it makes it oh so easy. Hello there, bye. I have to be going. Oh, DLC stuff for D2. Nice for getting that
Hello,
going.
I must be going.
Heart at the top of the screen. Make sure it is filled in. I seriously have to go. Well, then go.
Go. Get out.
Get out of here.
In the nicest way possible. Go. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now?
Still one of my favorite. I don't know what the price is on this. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Still one of my favorites is obviously the OZV.
Yes.
That's still one of my favorites. Just like I said, not bang for your buck. Usually it's around 10 to 11, 10 or
10. Still 10 at our
right around
Trader
10.
Joe's, yeah.
Still
a huge seller.
We did a really great tasting of things all from that winery. Thanks to HJ, who's usually here in chat as well. If you want to see that, go back into the archives on YouTube. Definitely go check that out. I think I've got a shameless plug here we can hit. Yeah, go into YouTube, search for OZV Zinfandel. And it was 3 different wines, all from that same vintner. That was a really, really fun thing that we got to do.
And then you and I did a Zinfandel kind of price point tasting too.
We've done that as well.
$6 Trader Joe. We did the $10 OZV, and we did the $26 Saldo from the Prisoner. And I think we still said for our money we'd go back to the OZV.
That's still my favorite. And again, obviously it's the style to like what you like to taste, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, a huge fan of just having that, like I said, more of that jammy style, a little heavier. That's what I really like in that one. Which was your favorite one again? I'm going to Trader Joe's tomorrow. It is the
OZV.
OZV.
I think that's Lodi.
I believe that is
Zinfandel.
Lodi. Let me. I will put up a link here quick so you can. The Old Vine Zinfandel from Oak Ridge Winery. My heart's on fire. Oak Ridge Winery. It is. Lodi from no, not from Destiny, but another good tie-in there, right there.
But also too, if you just for fun, for funsies, the Trader Joe's Old Moon Zinfandel is a $6 bottle of Zinfandel that is not as good as the OZV, but even we said and we feel It's still a pretty good Zin for $6. Not, but once again, not as good.
Not this one?
Yeah, for $6. We were like, yeah, it's good, but not, once again, that it's easy to jump from there $4 and definitely easy to come down $16 or so.
Yeah.
To get the
100%.
OZV over the Saldo, which is good, but just, I don't know if you need to spend that extra money.
Taking the day off, I'm going to eat a monster burrito and go to Trader Joe's. That is a good combination right there. Definitely also recommend getting those dark peanut butter cups. I forget what those are called.
Dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
No, is that literally what it's called? Okay, there you go.
It's pretty
That's
simple.
one of Lucky's favorites, and that's,
I know.
anytime he goes by there, he has to get those too. So, yeah, definitely reach for those. The Tart de la Seis, if you can find
Tart
it.
de la Seis, friend.
Little
Yeah,
like it's kind of pizza looking thing.
Yeah.
That's really good. 4 tubs last time. See.
So interesting.
But yeah, those, like I said, that's Zinfandel in particular. That is not a Trader Joe's exclusive, but that one's fantastic.
Interesting fact.
Grab some of their pumpkin ice cream last time, and it's excellent. You have pumpkin ice cream?
Yeah, I haven't. I don't know if we have it any. Well, we don't have the pumpkin hold the cones, but I've had it before, and it's good. It's
Nice.
probably still there, but
What was the pumpkin one you used to get? Sorry, I know you're about to say something.
No,
Like, so
it's
what was
okay.
the pumpkin one? It's the giant like
the Kringle.
yeah.
Yes.
Isn't there a pumpkin Kringle?
There's a pumpkin caramel
the Kringle. Kringle
Yeah.
is also delicious if
Yep.
you want to get that, because that's what is that, an old German or Belgian? What is
It's
that?
It's a Danish
Oh, is it
bakery
Danish?
located in Wisconsin.
Okay,
Yeah,
we won't hold that against them.
The Danish bakery. OH.
Grab some of their hid them from Paco's kids. Yeah, I bet you'd have to. Sorry, what were you about to
So
say?
the vintage ale, the Trader Joe's, has
Oh,
been for the 20 some years that I've worked there, has been made by Unibro in Canada.
Oh yeah.
But this year it's going to be made. It's a Belgian now, made in
Oh.
Belgium. So we
Belgian
had-
vintage ale.
Yeah, price is increased by $2. It mentions the brewery that's in there, but it's going to be different this year. After, like I said, about 20 years or so of being the same thing. And I have one from last year, and I think I have one from a year or two ago as well. So if we want to do a weird
That would be kind of fun.
boozy vertical tasting, we could.
Secondary fermentation with a Bordeaux yeast strain. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Take cooler next trip. Yeah, 100%. The pumpkin JoJo's are pretty good too. I don't know if I've had those. We had the pumpkin
Yeah, it's just the cookies. Yeah, they're good
okay.
too. Just like,
what's
you
the
know,
other? Was it the butter? What's the one I always like? The ice cream and stuff. It's like the butter cookie or whatever. No,
cookie butter.
cookie butter. Yeah,
Yes.
the cookie butter is always good too. Greetings, beverage brothers. Hope your tasting is above average. It's been pretty good today.
First
It's
one
been
was
pretty
good.
good. First
Because
one was
we've had
good.
it before. And
We had a
knew that.
letdown on the second one.
Let one down.
I
Yeah,
thought it
but
was going to be more flavorful.
We're hoping to finish on a higher note.
Oh, that sounds. I'm sure you're going to get one of those.
Yeah, I'll definitely get one of those when
Okay.
they come in. It's interesting because it's not shipping through our normal warehouse. It's coming from one of our direct distributors, Hensley. So
That's Hensley.
Hensley.
Hensley Lamar.
Hensley.
Blackcurrant, raspberry, maybe a little cherry in there too, like more of like a Bing cherry kind of thing.
Yep. Little whiff of the booze.
A little
Is
booziness at 15.6%. Little boozy on
Not
this one.
surprised.
Again, this one can be found at Trader Joe's, but it's not exclusive to them.
Correct.
I'm thinking pH is around 3.8 from the aroma.
Yeah, give or take. But yeah,
Okay.
I'd say it's right around there.
3.75.
Oh, look at you. I'd say the TA is 55.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Tannin level?
Oh, is that 0.55? Damn it. I didn't see the decimal there.
I can't ta 0.55.
I can't drive.
I just see Polo. Opolo.
Opolo. Hello, Moto.
Brut by Fabergé.
Cheap mother. Yeah.
Marco.
Opolo.
There we go. Nice. Good one, Sam.
Speaking of Sam, sort of. I started listening to Ted Danson
Okay.
talk to Rob Reiner.
Oh, I think that's out on. Is that out on streaming services yet?
Well, it came out on the 12th, which is when we were in Europe. Have you heard anything about it? Because
I haven't.
Like, I know initially when
We
the
were
first one
talking
came
about
out,
I want to
I
say
want to, yeah.
Crocodile. You didn't see it, but you were kind of a little skeptical.
The
on
End
it, like it was
Begins or something.
yeah, whatever the new Spinal Tap movie
Yeah.
is. Spinal Tap, the cash grab.
But he talks about the first one and how they got created and how it started, and that's very interesting. But yeah, I know I was hoping that there, but since I haven't heard anything, that doesn't necessarily mean anything in any world, today's world, back then, but especially right now, I'm like,
nope, we'll not see it. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What if it's on free streaming services? Put it on the background while you're making some delicious foods or something at your place.
There was one in the 1990s?
I believe the first Spinal Tap, and maybe the one was there. Yeah, was there a Spinal Tap in the 90s?
I didn't know there was one in the 90s.
There's only been 2 Spinal Tap. Oh, if they did one in the 90s,
I did not know that.
Wait, there was?
Oh,
I've never heard of that one. That's an album. I don't think that's is that a movie too? I always thought that was just an album, Break Like the Wind.
Break Like the Wind.
I can't live knowing that Ted Danson makes that much more than me. They toured, okay, they toured. That sounds possible.
That's
okay.
a song by
Just
Patrick Swayze, I think.
She's like the wind.
Break like the wind.
Yeah. Cut like the cheese.
Cut the cheese. Oh, that's funny, actually. That's very funny. Have you had that one before, or did you just come
What?
Cut the cheese?
I've heard that. Break like the wind,
okay.
cut like the cheese.
Oh, okay. All right.
Those two usually go together.
She
But this
writes
one,
a
I just
line.
can't. Yeah.
Next to me. I have my thoughts, so I'm ready when you
I need
are.
one more sip. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'm ready.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. I think that they have achieved what they're going for in approachable. The fruit is there. And it's nice. There's an undercurrent of, I get like almost a licoricey note undercurrent under that, but I don't get the spice to go with it. And so it's fine. I like it, but I don't know if I'd buy it. I would not buy it over the OZV. Not having had the OZV in a little bit, but still knowing how consistent they've been, as long as they're anywhere close.
I don't love it.
I would. It's fine. I don't not like it, but it's just not. That's the standard there. You know, you have
To me, it is. Yeah.
is until I try a vintage and I'm like, ooh, they didn't do it there.
Yeah.
The OZV is the
I still have
standard.
a bottle of it in my fridge.
And
that's
this-
like literally like whenever I'm out of that one, I make sure I have another one. Like
And
that's
it's just, it's good, and I appreciate it for what it is, but I like when Zinfandels have the fruit and the spice. This fruit is a little too even almost. It's not quite bold enough, and there's no spice to counteract it. So.
I don't know what is it. Do I have that open anymore? Okay, can I just click on the picture? Hold on. I wanted to know what the ABV was on this one comparatively.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's as high as this. This one's, I've seen Zinfandels in the 15s. So I'm not surprised, but I don't think the 14
and a half. Okay, so about a percentage less. I think this one's a little on the thinner side. Yeah, the spice isn't there. I think if the OZV is too jammy for you, which I like that. Like I said, I like that one has a little more body, has a little more fruit, has some of that spice in there. I think
like that
one, I think, like I said, if I'm going to fault the OZV on anything, it could have a little more of that spice from the last time I've had it. Like I said, but it is there. But I like the jamminess, and I think that one's pretty approachable. I think this one's approachable in a different way. If you think that one's too, like I said, again, a little too jammy, this one has more of the like tart cherry, a little thinner. And like I said, again, some of the other stuff you mentioned, like I said, even that little bit of licorice, which I didn't pick up on initially, but when you said that, also I was like, yes, you're right.
It's like
that.
a undercurrent.
Yeah. So I think this one's nice in that way. It's still, but yeah, it's, to me, it's not, I would like a little bit more of some of those other notes. And again, this might change a little bit as it sits for a little while, opens up a little bit more. The alcohol kind of hits like a little bit more where it's like, I really feel that coming through, and like I said, kind of almost distorting some of the finish to me. But like I said, yeah, I think it's good. I understand the approachability, and I think it's almost kind of like two different sides of that coin, where it's like, okay, well, I don't like, this side of it. Okay, well, maybe you'd like the more tart cherry, that kind of thing. So I think it's good to have choices. Yeah, I think it's good. But yeah, if you brought me, as we always talk about that, like if you had a glass of each, you're like, hey, I've got one of each. I'd be like, yeah, I'm grabbing the other one like all day long. So, but yeah, I think.
And if you're looking for a Zinfandel to buy, and I said, here's one of each of those.
Yeah, that's easy.
And then I told you that this one was $7 more.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you're telling me I can have 2 bottles of my favorite thing almost as opposed to the other one?
Yeah.
Does Trader Joe's have case discounts?
No, we don't do that.
Okay. I didn't think so. Your price is already good anyway. Like
as we say, we're giving you the lowest price we can from number 1. Okay. But
and I order you to take a number 2.
Yeah. I order you to take number 2. There's just and I have talked with people who like Zinfandels that I don't, because they're just the jammy and no spice.
I don't want to
no, I need the spice.
This is good though.
Yeah, like, I'm not unhappy. If you said, I've got a Zinfandel, it's the Opolo, sure, I'll have a glass of that. Or, sure. But I would choose other Zinfandels for my own purchasing.
Or I also have something from Oak Ridge Winery. Oh, well, now I'm interested in that one. Now, to be fair, this one is 100% Zinfandel. Like I said, if this kind of bothers you at all. Whereas the OZV, as I'm looking here, is 80% Zinfandel, 10% Syrah.
True.
It's got some Malbec. It's got some Petit Verdot.
Yeah.
So you've got some other things going in there, which you can't. I think you can go all the way down to 75% and still
Something
call
like
it
that. Yeah.
the varietal, which I always think that shit is weird in all industries.
Yeah.
Like even with tequilas, like, that there's even a possibility, like if you say it's 100% agave, but you could still have in there up to 1% of it. That's not 100%. That like, then again.
No.
So again, if that stuff doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you.
There should be a terminology for that. Zinfandel asterisk
ish.
Or
Zinfandel adjacent.
It's a Zinfandel. Yeah. Similar. It's Zinfandel almost. It's
kind of Zinfandel.
It's not 100% organic. It's just organic. You know, we have those different quality. Yeah. It's not 100% Zinfandel, but it's Zinfandel.
It's
just not 100%.
This is it. But yeah, I think this one, and if you have not had a lot of wines, or if you have not had a lot of Zinfandels in general, I think it's almost an interesting comparison if you wanted to pick up a bottle of each of these things, because I think they're both good, and I think there's good quality here, but I think they're both different, like I said, sides. So that kind of might help you make better future purchases if you try both of them and go like, oh, this one's not bad, and this Zinfandel light. There you go. Light on the heavy on the Zinfandel, but not quite on the other stuff.
Zinfandel and friends.
and friends.
It's a Cabernet Sauvignon and friends. It just says really small. Really, or the asterisk is there, and that you look at the bottom, it says other grapes were invited to the party.
This one, the OZV is aged for 12 months, 50% American oak, 50% French oak. This one you said is obviously from a lot of different varietals, and then it's aged a couple different times as well.
Yeah, a total of 9 months.
After the different lots were aged for 2 months with 30% new French and American oak. Once they get the final blend, we'll selection down to 9 lots from a total of 27.
Yeah.
Return to oak for an additional maturation of 8 months prior to bottling.
So 10 total, right? 2 and 10, 2 and 8. Tua. It is not a Tua.
It is not a Tua.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There are no faults.
It's not bad. There's no faults. They've got they. I think they nailed the approachable part. It's just not what I'm looking for in Zinfandel, and the one that I like the best.
Mm-hmm.
I was wanting to be wowed by this, but after reading that, I thought, okay, since they're going for approachable, maybe I won't.
Well, it's funny. Look, like when I think approachable, though, I think it might be on toward the sweeter side. Where this one they went more toward the tart side, which is interesting to me. But maybe when it comes to that style of wine, that is the more approachable side. Like I'm not sure.
On the dark side,
right? Would this maybe with where this hits flavor profile wise? Would this be better with Thanksgiving type fare? If you're talking about a little more tart. Some of those things, maybe a little on the thinner side, would that go better with the stuffing and all? Like, thinking about that.
Higher alcohol
for most
not,
people.
but yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do people usually look for a lower alcohol, like a little bit
Well,
more?
I'm just
more
thinking
like the 13, the 14 and
if
a half
you're
kind of thing?
layering, I guess, if I'm thinking, okay, by the time we get to the meal, I've already had a beer and another glass of wine or two, then maybe you don't want something that heavy.
Sure.
But if you've had it decanted for a little bit, at least it would. Some of that should go away.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
I'll leave this bottle with you, and you can. I don't know if you'll have it on stream tomorrow, and you can say
Definitely, I would try this tomorrow.
See
for sure.
if it'll change at all. So
See if it evolves
That's
over
right.
the evening. Depends on how well you get along with your family. That does play into it. Like what
does
the alcohol level you choose depends on how well do you get along with your family. Which that is one thing I'm very lucky on.
Yes,
We'll pretty much get along.
That's true.
No matter how large the group. The OZV sounds more like the one I would like. I like the berry taste in Zinfandel. Yes, then if you like more of that kind of berry jammy type of thing, it's really good, Grant. I like I said, I highly recommend that one. That's been one of our favorites. Not only price to dollar ratio, but even I think it, as we would jokingly say, like it outkicks its coverage. Like I think that one stands up against $20, $25 Zinfandels in general, just because the flavor profile, like like you're talking about, like is exactly what I'm looking for. So. But yeah, like I said, if you're looking for something that is more toward the berry tart, a little bit thinner, this one does have a little more alcohol. Like I said, this one might be the one for you. But again, if you've never had a lot of Zinfandel, pick up a bottle of each. Like I said, if that's something that's within your means, and
pick a bottle of each.
Both.
Polish them off tonight. Oh wait, no.
Oh God,
no.
You might not remember which one you liked and have to do the whole tasting
Damn it, I
again.
knew. Yeah, make sure you get your phone out and record yourself.
Get your phone out and record yourself. $10.50 a total wine. My God, so expensive. I wonder what they had this Opolo at Total Wine.
Opolo. There? I think it was. I thought I saw it for like 20 at some places. Zinfandel Mountain.
Summit Creek.
Yeah, 20.
$20.
Yeah.
Okay. Mix 6 for $18, and that's still more than Trader Joe's.
That's true.
Look at
You
that.
buy 6.
Oh, they have a cab too.
Yeah,
They quite- they had-
if
yeah,
you
they
go to
had a
their
lot of
website,
fun.
they had a lot of interesting
Are
choices.
they kind of? It sounded like since they're blending together 27 different. Like, are they a very large vineyard and they are making blends with all their things, or are they buying from other places?
Yeah, that I do not know.
Okay.
I don't know.
The winemaker's tasting notes. Would you say the mouthfeel is soft, juicy, and integrated, with plush flavors of raspberry, strawberry, black cherry?
Not exactly.
No. Strawberry, I definitely did not get. I think we talked about raspberry. I said black currant.
Black
How about
something.
no? Supple textures, energetic acidity. I mean, it's kind of, there was a little tartness in there. You could call that maybe there was some acidity.
Yeah.
Notes of toasted oak linger on a perfectly rounded finish. The result is an immensely delicious Zinfandel that offers unchallenged value.
I can challenge that
I think we
value.
can challenge that value.
I can.
We can definitely challenge that. But yeah, that was still good though. I still really like though. I appreciate you bringing that one to the table because that's definitely usually one of the. Well, we've had some more expensive stuff from Trader Joe's, but that's definitely up there.
Yep,
it's definitely walking up there a little bit. Someone's really putting their marketing degree to work. Yeah, it's true.
Of course,
energetic acidity,
the words,
aka battery acid. We used to have to do a lot of that.
Oh yes,
we used to have to do a lot of. You need to write a description for this. It tastes like coffee.
It's coffee.
All right, I'll work on it.
The color is brown.
It's all AI.
It's hot when you brew it.
Yeah,
it tastes
hot
like
brown
coffee.
liquid goes down smooth.
It tastes like coffee.
Details at 11
with caffeine.
Oh man. So what are we thinking about then for next week as we wrap things up?
Well, I think we should do the Pugsley.
Okay, so we've got that. So we'll finish up our pumpkin beers with the Pugsley. Okay.
Pugsley.
Okay. And then are we gonna try and find another wine? Should we keep going with some wine things and stuff?
We can do that. Or I don't know if you're. I know. I enjoy your search for the cocktail, so we could do that. But
I definitely have a couple.
I definitely have got wines, so that's not a problem.
I mean, we could do all three of those things. We could do a wine, we could do a cocktail, we could do a beer. Like, so that beer's like, I'll have to look, but that was an imperial, I think, right? Technically.
I think so. Or yeah, I think it was I thought I remember it being in the 9s.
Yeah. But no, I have a couple cocktails in mind. Like I said, with one of the new things that I bought, but like all of the drinks that I got sent to me by a friend, like I needed to add another ingredient to. Nothing was everything I had, right. But I need to do that anyway. One of them did involve, or a couple of them have involved green chartreuse, which at some point I guess I just need to bottle a bottle of that because it's kind of there. Are you open to wine suggestions? We are, of course. Of course. You've had some very good suggestions on things that we've tried. All three. More of anything, more of everything.
More of everything. Is that that's the Great American Beer Festival, right? What Sam was talking about?
Have you been to the convention call? Yes.
Never been to the.
Have not. We have talked about it several times, and it has never kind of worked out.
We've also talked about the Pliny the Elder release.
We need to do that next year.
Pliny the Younger.
We need to figure that out for next year, right?
Okay.
I think we just need to make that happen.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fun road trip to see who would be interested in that. When was it again this year? So we have at least a general
idea. It was
idea?
the end of March. It went for 2 weeks, yeah.
Because we need to tell our, talk to him. We need to talk to our brother specifically about that, because then that's like beginning of the year is when he has to put in a lot of his vacation time. So maybe we can guesstimate when that might be, and then try and do that, because I think that would be super fun. Local brewery. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's crazy. Lousy Smarch weather. I don't know if it's like gray and overcast. I like Smarch weather. All right. The Musician. Unawara. Okay. Is that a Australian maybe? 2021 Cab Shiraz. Okay. It's the one I had last time in Canada. Okay. I will look for that for sure. Yeah, no, we always are happy for suggestions. Either mention it on the podcast, like I said, put it in the pub section of the Discord for anybody else that's hanging out here doing things and stuff. Like I said, all of those are solid options. Like I said, if you guys think not just wine, but anything we should be trying, should be looking for, always happy to try and find and try those things for sure. But yeah, so next week, maybe a beer, a cocktail, and a wine.
Sounds like we've got it covered.
Would you go with another red, or do you think you've got some Chardonnay maybe in mind or something? Or
yeah, I was thinking of possibly a Pinot Noir, or yes, I would, or I'll look for a white, of course. Every time I see we've got that tawny port. I remember what was the cocktail? It was a couple years ago now. We used the tawny port to tweak one of the cocktails.
It was tweaking, not the Negroni, but the other one, the Boulevardier, I think, right? It was like an autumn theme, because it was, you took out the sweet vermouth and I think put in tawny port.
Put in that, okay.
I feel like that's what it was. Okay. And I forgot that was called. Should start reviewing wines with turkey sandwiches. Oh, that's a bad idea.
Okay.
That's actually a solid idea. I like it. All right, we're going to head out for the evening. Thank you guys all for being here. As always, appreciate you so much. We're going to go say hi to B. He is streaming some Horizon Zero Dawn right now over on Twitch. So go say hi to him, drop a follow. And we will be back next week. Next week. Thursday, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. I will be back tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 11:30 Eastern. Some more, what have I been playing? Oh, Ghosts of Yote. Ghost of Yote. Okay. Exactly. That's what I have been playing. So anyway, let's go say hi to BB. And have a great rest of your evening. Be safe.
Thank you for being here, everybody. We had a good time, and see you next week.
Wines with White Castle, maybe.